So, right-wing victim mentality these days is coming in the form of crying oppression every time that they get called racist or bigots or xenophobic. But it's not oppression they're experiencing. It's just people pointing out the reality of their ideals and their beliefs. And it gets worse when those beliefs are masked under religion. McDonald Trump has empowered that mindset. He has made it feel acceptable for people to come out of hiding and say the quiet parts out loud. That their hateful opinions should no longer be ridiculed. But the truth to that is, you don't get to push trans people out of existence. You don't get to advocate for children being forced to carry a pregnancy after being assaulted. You don't get to call brown immigrants to be rounded up while they're living and working peacefully here and then act surprised when loved ones and family and friends call you out. The excuses from you guys always come in the form of lies. You say teachers are pushing transgender ideology in classrooms. There's no evidence of that. Then you want to claim that the left wants abortions up until birth. That's not happening. Then you say immigrants are driving the crime in America when the data shows the complete opposite. I guess when your arguments are all based on falsehoods to begin with, what else can you do besides make more outlandish accusations against the other side just to hold on to that hate a little longer? Now, Democrats aren't saints. Money and power play a role there too, but there is a clear difference in ideologies being pushed. And in this moment, racism, bigotry, and hate are being treated as just another opinion. But opinions are things like Coke versus Pepsi or whether pizza is better than burgers, not whether entire groups of people deserve rights or dignity. And I'm not saying this in a way that's aggressive or full of insults because that doesn't get through to anyone. Time and time again, you guys use insults from us as proof that the left is just as bad. But what you are failing to grasp is the nuance that we are angry because treating people less than human based on who they are or where they come from is totally unacceptable. For me personally, I'm an atheist. My wife is too. Our kids know that about us. But what I or her would never do is bash religion in front of our kids just to force them to see the world the way we do. That's the difference. Is if you disagree with something, you can explain your perspective, but then let your kids form their own opinions. Instead, you conservatives are trying to ban books, censor lessons, and pass laws that force their personal views on everyone else's children. That is not parenting, it is lazy and controlling. The reality is simple. The groups of people like LGBTQ, immigrants, and people of color exist. Teachers and books aren't trying to convert your kids. They're teaching acceptance, and acceptance doesn't change your child's identity. It just helps them understand others. I've seen firsthand. I've had conversations with my daughters about trans people, and I explained this, that some people express themselves differently, and then I asked her if learning about that made her want to become a boy one day. She said no, she always wants to be a girl, but she understands that other people may feel differently, and to her, it's just okay. It's really that simple. So when conservatives complain about being called racist or bigoted, you have to understand, it's not a smear tactic, it's accountability. And the pushback they're feeling is because, well, their opinions are actively harming people, and that's why we will not stop calling it out.